Welcome to SleepAtlas. Tonight, we travel to Kyoto, Japan, an ancient city of lanterns, bamboo, and autumn rain. Find a comfortable position. Let your eyes close. And when you are ready, we will begin. It is time to rest now. Whatever today held, whatever is still turning in your mind, you can set it down gently right here. You don't need to carry it any further tonight. Find a comfortable position. Let your body settle into the surface beneath you. Feel the weight of your head, the weight of your shoulders, and allow yourself, just for this moment, to be completely supported. Take a slow breath in through your nose and let it go. Again, a little slower this time. Breathe in and breathe out. Let your exhale be longer than your inhale. That small difference tells your nervous system that it is safe, that the day is done, that you are here and you are still, and everything is well. Now, gently, without any effort at all, bring your awareness to your feet. Just notice them, the warmth or the coolness, the slight pressure where they rest. And as you exhale, imagine any tension there simply dissolving, softening, releasing. Let that softening move slowly upward through your calves, your knees, your thighs, heavy and warm, heavy and warm. Your hips sinking deeper now. Your lower back releasing. Your belly rising and falling with each slow breath. Your chest is soft. Your shoulders drop just a little more with each exhale. Your arms are heavy and still at your sides. Your jaw unclenches. Your tongue rests gently at the bottom of your mouth. The space between your eyebrows smooths. Your eyes are soft behind their lids. You are here. You are still. You are safe. And now, I want to take you somewhere. Close your eyes fully. Let your breath slow to its own gentle rhythm. And as I speak, allow the images to come softly, without effort, like scenes drifting through a half-remembered dream. We are going to Japan, to the ancient city of Kyoto, on a quiet autumn evening, when the air is cool and the lanterns have just been lit, and the whole city seems to breathe at a slower pace than the rest of the world. You are about to arrive. Now, simply rest here for a moment. Let the sounds of Kyoto settle around you. Imagine that you are stepping through a narrow wooden gate. It is old. The wood is dark and smooth, worn by decades of gentle hands. On either side of the gate, 2 stone lanterns glow with a soft amber light. Their flames barely moving in the still evening air. You step through, and the sound of the city disappears. Not suddenly, just gradually, like a sound being turned down by a very slow and patient hand. The distant hum of traffic fades. A bicycle bell somewhere in the streets beyond becomes a memory. And what replaces it is something quieter and older and more real. The sound of water. A small stream runs alongside the stone path ahead of you, barely wider than your 2 hands, placed side by side. Its water moves over smooth, gray pebbles with a sound like a long, slow whisper. You pause for a moment and simply listen to it. The path before you is made of large, flat stones, set into dark earth and soft moss. Each stone is slightly different, some pale, almost white, in the lantern light. Others darker, with lichen growing in their crevices like tiny maps of ancient continents. You begin to walk. The air touches your face as you move, and it is cool in the way that autumn air in Kyoto is cool. Not sharp, not biting, but gentle and clean and faintly scented with something you can't quite name. Something like cedar, something like rain, even though the sky above is clear. And you can see through the gaps in the trees the first stars beginning to appear. On either side of the path, Japanese maples stand with their leaves turned deep red and gold. In the amber lantern light, they seem almost to glow from within, as if they have stored the entire warmth of the autumn sun and are releasing it now. Slowly into the evening air. One or two leaves drift down as you pass, spiraling without urgency, until they come to rest on the moss at the edge of the path. You do not need to be anywhere. You do not need to do anything. You simply walk and breathe and let this quiet world surround you. Ahead, the path curves gently to the right. And as you follow it, a building comes slowly into view. It is a Ryokan, a traditional Japanese inn. Low and wide, built of dark timber and pale paper screens that glow warmly from within. The curved roof tiles are covered in a thin layer of moss, and a thin curl of smoke rises from somewhere at the back of the building, carrying the faint, sweet smell of wood smoke into the cool air. You climb 2 stone steps to a wide wooden porch, and as you do, you remove your shoes. You feel the smooth wood of the step beneath your feet, and then the soft give of a woven mat beneath your soles. A sliding door opens before you. From inside comes the warmth. Not the aggressive warmth of a heated room, but the gentle, deep warmth of a space that has held people and rest and quiet conversation for many, many years. You step inside. The entryway is simple, beautiful in its simplicity. A single vase holds one branch of red maple leaves. A small ink painting hangs on the wall. Mountains disappearing into mist. Beneath your feet, the wood floor is dark and warm and perfectly still. You are guided down a hallway, past paper screen doors that glow softly, past the quiet sound of water in a small stone basin, until you reach the room that has been prepared for you. The door slides open, and you step inside. The room is small and perfectly proportioned. The floor is covered in tatami, pale gold, woven rush mats, the smell of grass and clean air, and something ancient and grounded. The walls are pale. The ceiling is low and warm, lit by a single paper lantern that hangs at the center of the room, casting a soft, even light, neither too bright nor too dim. In the corner, a window looks out onto a small garden. You move toward it and look out. The garden is enclosed by a low stone wall covered in moss. At its center, a stone lantern casts a pool of amber light onto the ground below, where a single pine tree grows, its branches reaching low and wide. Perfectly still in the evening air. Beneath the pine, the ground is covered in raked white gravel, its lines flowing in gentle curves around a cluster of dark stones. It is utterly quiet. You watch the lantern glow. You notice the way the light falls on the pine needles, turning each one into a tiny thread of gold. You watch the shadows shift almost imperceptibly as the flame inside the lantern breathes. Notice how your body feels right now. Heavier than it was when we started. Your shoulders lower. Your breath slower. Let your eyes soften as you look out at the garden. There is nothing you need to notice. Nothing you need to remember. Just this lantern and this pine tree and this quiet garden at the edge of the evening. You move away from the window and settle onto a low cushion near the center of the room. Before you is a small, lacquered table. On it, a clay cup of warm tea. You lift it with both hands, feeling the warmth spread through your palms and fingers. You bring it close and breathe in the scent. Pale green, slightly grassy, with a faint sweetness. Matcha. You take one slow sip. The warmth moves down through your chest, settling somewhere in the center of you, like a small, steady ember. You set the cup down, and you listen. From somewhere beyond the garden wall comes the sound of bamboo. A small grove growing close to the inn. Its canes shifting very slightly in the evening breeze. With a sound like low, hollow drumming. Not loud. Not rhythmic. Just occasional and soft. A reminder that the world outside is alive and gentle and entirely unhurried. And then, beginning very quietly, you hear rain. Not heavy rain, just the beginning of rain. The first drops landing on the roof tiles above you with the softest percussion. Irregular at first, like fingertips tapping thoughtfully on a surface. And then gradually, settling into something continuous and low. And deeply, deeply peaceful. The sound of rain on an old Japanese roof. You listen to it with your whole body. Your shoulders release another degree of tension you hadn't even known was there. Your breath deepens almost involuntarily. The room seems to grow warmer and quieter all at once as the rain draws a soft curtain between you and the rest of the world. You move toward the low bed that has been laid out for you on the tatami. It is a traditional futon, thicker and softer than it looks, covered in white cotton that has been warmed by the room. You lower yourself onto it and feel it receive the full weight of your body with a softness that seems almost deliberate. You pull the blanket over you. It is heavy and warm, and it settles over your body like something patient and kind. Above you, the paper lantern glows. Outside, the rain falls on the roof, and the garden, and the pine tree, and the gravel, and the low stone wall. And you simply lie there, breathing, held, still. Notice how your body has changed since we began. How the floor beneath you feels more present. How your hands and feet have grown heavier. How your thoughts, if you have any, are slower now, moving like leaves on a still pond rather than water in a stream. You are very relaxed. You are safe. You are here. Let the rain continue its quiet work. There is nothing it needs from you. There is nothing the night needs from you. You are allowed to simply exist inside this warmth, inside this quiet, inside this ancient and gentle city, where the lanterns burn low, and the bamboo sways, and the rain falls, and the world knows how to rest. You are doing beautifully. Let everything soften a little more now. Simply drift. The rain is steady now. It has found its rhythm, a low, continuous sound that fills the room without crowding it. Like a river heard from a great distance. Like the breathing of something very large and very peaceful. You are warm. The blanket is a gentle weight. The tatami beneath the futon carries its faint, clean scent of woven grass into the air around you. And you breathe it in without noticing. The way you breathe in the scent of somewhere that has made you feel safe. Beyond the window, the lantern in the garden still glows. A small point of amber light in the rain, dark garden. You don't need to look at it to know it is there. You can feel it somehow. That steadiness, that quiet persistence, the way you can feel the warmth of a candle without seeing its flame. Let your eyes grow heavier. There is nothing to see, nothing to look for. Let them simply rest. The bamboo sounds in the garden. One quiet knock. Then nothing for a long while. Then another. Your mind does not reach for it. It simply hears it and lets it pass. The way clouds move across a sky that does not hold them. Somewhere in the inn, a clock ticks. Slow and even. Distant enough to be soothing rather than sharp. Each tick a small permission. A small reminder that time is passing in its own unhurried way. And carrying nothing urgent with it. Notice your breath. Not to change it, only to notice. the way your chest rises just slightly and falls. The brief pause at the bottom of each exhale, where your body rests between breaths, like a wave that has finished breaking and not yet begun again. That pause is yours. That stillness at the bottom of the breath. Rest there. The rain falls on the roof above you in 10,000 tiny sounds that together become one sound. You hear it as a whole, a long, continuous softness. Your mind begins to release its grip on the edges of the day. The things that were said, the things that were meant to be done. They grow faint now, not gone. Only far away. Like lights seen from a moving train. Receding. Softening. Becoming small. You are in a room in Kyoto. You are warm. The paper lantern above you has dimmed slightly. Or perhaps your eyes are simply seeing it through a softer lens now. The way everything looks in the last minutes before sleep. When the world loses its sharpness and becomes gentle and blurred and kind. The rain. The bamboo. The tick of the clock somewhere distant. The warmth of the blanket across your chest. Your body has grown very heavy now. Not an unpleasant heaviness. The heaviness of deep rest. The heaviness of a body that has decided it is finished for today. Your legs are still. Your hands lie open, loose and warm and unclinging. Let your thoughts become like the rain, not controlled, not directed, simply falling where they fall, and disappearing where they land, without trace, without effort, without meaning. You don't need to follow them. You don't need to hold them. You can simply let them fall. The garden outside is very dark now. The stone lantern still burns, but its light seems farther away, as though the rain has drawn a gauze between you and the world outside. The pine tree is invisible in the darkness, but you know it is there, patient and still. Its branches carrying small pools of rainwater that tremble and fall and form again. Everything patient. Everything still. You are part of this stillness now. Your breath moves in and out. The rain falls. Somewhere very far away, beyond the walls of this city, beyond the mountains that ring the ancient basin of Kyoto. The world continues in its busyness, but none of it is here. None of it reaches this room. This room is complete in itself. Warm and dark and quiet, and perfectly, entirely enough. Your eyelids are heavy. Let them be heavy. You are drifting now, not falling, drifting the way a leaf drifts on still water, not going anywhere in particular. Simply moving in the gentlest possible way. Carried by something slow and kind. You are warm. You are still. You are here. Almost there now. Let go. The rain is all there is now. Soft. Continuous. Fallen on the old roof tiles above you. Falling on the pine tree in the garden. Falling on the stone paths you walked this evening. The maple leaves. The small stream with its smooth, gray stones. All of Kyoto. Resting in the rain. And you. Resting within it. Your breath is slow now. Very slow. Moving in its own time. Unhurried. In and out. In and out. In and out. The paper lantern above you is very soft. Almost like moonlight. Almost like memory. You don't need to stay awake for it. You don't need to stay awake for anything. The inn is quiet around you. The bamboo is still. The rain continues its ancient, patient work. There is warmth beneath you. And above you. And all around you. Let your mind go where it wants to go now. There is no wrong direction. No wrong dream. Only softness. Only rest. You are in Kyoto. It is night. The lanterns are burning low. And somewhere far above the rain clouds, the stars are still there. Unchanged and unhurried. The same stars that have watched over this city for 1,000 years. Of quiet evenings just like this one. Just like this one. The rain. The warmth. Your breath. Let go. You are safe. You are held. You are home.